Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Glider Does Minecraft. In the last episode, I said we'd go kill some stuff, maybe, and go check out my other world. So, let's get out here, see what's going on. Wow, I don't see anything. I let it get really, really dark for a while, and then before I went to sleep, and apparently nothing spawned whatsoever. Oh, there's a creeper over there. That's always fun. Another addition to the game is to version 1.4 is different colored sheep. So as you can see, he just had some brown wool on him. Those are supposed to be fairly rare. That's the first one I've seen since the update. So that's pretty cool. This creeper's gonna die a pretty terrible death by getting shot by arrows because I'm not very good with swords, so I'm definitely not gonna use that. Bam! Got him. Alright, so without further ado, whatever that means. Oh, I also finished flattening out the rest of the area, so now it's completely the same distance from this edge to the edge of my wall, from that edge of the wall all the way to the other side, and from the back of my wall to the front, blah blah blah. Oh, I almost walked right off the edge. But yeah, so I finished filling this in completely. So, alright, let's save. Well, we're gonna go into peaceful mode just because if it's dark, I don't have any type of defense because it's a peaceful world. We're going to castles and coasters. This is the world I've spent the most time on. It's not very pretty, but it's functional. The point of this world is to make a castle for my buddy. And that's the beginning stages. If you can see right up there, like that layer on up was the original castle, then I put a layer underneath. And then I got crazy and decided I was going to make it hugely tall and then make a smaller middle area and then make a mirror image of that one like right here, so another huge one right here, and then more out that way. But yeah, I've done a lot of extensive work with mine carts. I've done a lot of mining. Ridiculous amounts of mining. I've got a switch here that will send me over to where I spawn, which is now useless, so I'm really glad that I worked really hard to get that going. This was originally my first house, but it's now pretty much a switch room. From the top of my castle, I can either come here or decide to go all the way down into my mine. And from my mine, I can decide to stop here or go all the way back up to my castle. So, we'll go ahead and hop down into my mine here. Sorry if you get dizzy or sick, you might want to look away for a few seconds while I go down this. Um, I usually do. This isn't even the worst one either. So you got our booster here. I need to make a nice long booster in the other world too. But this is my original mine. It goes down this way for a very, very long ways, much further than I've been mining in our world, the tube. And it also goes down very far that way. And it's a very, very large mine. I've also got a second layer I've been working on up here. Yeah, and again, it goes very, very far. And right here you can see we've got a switch and two indicators telling us where we're going to go to. I can just go right up to where we were, or I can go all the way to my castle. So let's go ahead and go all the way to the castle. And boosting, this is plenty of boost to get me all the way to the top in this world, but for some reason my booster in the tube isn't enough, so I need to make a new one, completely revamp it. And off we go. We're outside, another couple boosters here. We're also going to hit a couple more. This tunnel actually used to go that way and all the way up and around to the top of that, but now it just goes underneath the castle here to another booster, and then we're going to go up this pillar here. You're not going to be able to see anything because it's very dark, because it's peaceful mode, so I don't care about lighting it up at all. But yeah, we're getting to some light here. We're getting to the top, and here we are. This is the top of my castle. This was the original castle. Just this part right here, this area. Doesn't look much from the inside, but from the outside I really liked the looks of it. Oh, I almost fell there. I haven't been here in a while. This tunnel, as you can see, used to go all the way down and around and down there and all the way over here down to my house. And I've got the redstone running all the way down there to my switches in the switch room. And yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. So from in here I can also switch whether I want to go to my mine or just to my house. Well, what used to be my house. My castle's pretty simple. At the time it seemed like it was going to be a big deal, but it's really not. Yeah, this was it, and then I decided to put a second story on it, and in the second story I put a lot of chests. They all have different stuff in them: sand, gravel, glass, redstone wiring, torches, switches and such, extra rails, iron. That's all my iron, all my gold's in here, and all my diamond is in here. I've got 56 diamond plus the 9 that are in that block. I can break that block up and get the 9 diamonds out of it. And you know, I've just got a lot of random stuff in here. It's pretty much where I keep everything. As you can see, I really have no use for gold. That's why I decided to outline this frame, and each of these is 9 pieces of gold bars. And I was going to do all the doorways like that, but I don't have enough gold at the moment. But getting there. I am getting there. This world did take a lot of work to make. I spent a lot of time doing it. Let's go ahead and head back down to the bottom of the castle. There's a trick you can use with lava and water to make large cobblestone walls like I was making, and most of it is not using that trick. Whoopsie. If you look here, let me get over here real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. If you look here, there's kind of some gaps in the wall there. That's from me experimenting with the lava trick. So maybe that whole wall right there was done with the lava trick. Maybe. I'm not sure, but the rest of it is all me just using cobblestone. Just jumping and putting cobblestone underneath me, then jumping down into some water and starting over. Took me a very, very, very long time to build up as much as I did. And it's kind of ridiculous how much time I spent doing it. The reason I put that huge tunnel all the way up to the top was to keep animals from getting in my way. I've been meaning to put a little tunnel for this one, or just tunneling under the ground into there. I was also working on a tunnel system that goes to my spawn from right over here. Goes all the way over to my spawn, which is over there, and back over this way, all tunneled under the water. But now that you can change your spawn point, there's no point to it. So I'm very, very mad that I spent so much time. I'm just angry. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, I spent a lot of time mining and a lot of time building walls. It used to be a lot prettier than this, but I just kind of uglied it up because I was sick of animals spawning outside my house, so I covered it in cobblestone. Then that kind of turned into a booster. This is the track that goes all the way to my spawn. I've got a booster set up over there at my spawn so that when I spawn, I can hop on it and come over here. But now, again, it's completely useless. So that's about it for this episode. I just wanted to show you this world, and the one I spent most of my time on before I started making the videos. So next time we'll be back in the tube and we'll get back to it. Maybe we'll go try to find a wolf to tame. Until next time, take it easy.